Hello everyone, this is Dan from shortcode.com, and in this video I'm going to go through the latest update which is displaying winners and prizes on pages from all the raffles with a few customizations done on the shortcodes and also through the templates for those of you which have some knowledge about templates or how to customize them. I'm going to go through both of them in just a minute. But for the time being, I know a lot of you have waited for this update. I hope it's gonna satisfy your needs, and yeah, let's go through it. So initially, it's gonna look like this. It's gonna be like cards. You can customize those kind of cards the way you like. You can display more cards in here, or you can keep them 3 in a row. It's actually, let me see here. Yeah, it is. Responsive on mobile and tablets and everything else. So let's get started on it. So the way you'll do it, you'll normally do it as winners and prizes. This tab, I rename it to winners and prizes. Previously it was only winners. So now how can I actually do it? As before, you have to add one, and once you add it and add a ticket number in here, right, and it's going to belong to the specific raffle, it's going to be displayed if just in case, I'm just making sure, if the ticket number belongs to that raffle, then it's going to be displayed with this crown, which is a winning ticket. If it doesn't belong there, right, if I'm going to put a, let's make a test here, let's say win a cat, and I'm going to say it's a main prizes, that's the raffle name, and I'm going to say 555 library. I'm going to choose this one, nothing, and I'm gonna save it, right? So this is not a winning ticket. This is a prize, but the ticket doesn't belong to anything, right? Because it doesn't exist. So if you're gonna make that mistake, it's your own issue, right? But this can actually be, if I'm gonna edit it and I'm gonna delete that part here, which doesn't belong to anything, this is going to be displayed now as a prize, right? It doesn't have a winner, it's a prize. So the difference between prizes and winners is that winners have a winning ticket assigned, whereas a prize doesn't have a winning ticket assigned, like this one here. Or this one, winner car, has a ticket number of 11, but it doesn't have a winner because that 11 doesn't belong to this raffle. It doesn't exist. Okay, so if I'm gonna go in here and edit this one, so 490 is a winning, it does exist for the main raffle prizes, and it's displayed in here. So if I'm gonna go back to here to display this one here, I'm gonna refresh it. Now the cat should display as well here, right? So what I meant by saying responsive, it goes like so, 2 columns and then 1 column, and on mobile is gonna be displayed right in the middle here. Right, so how can we actually how do we get all this part here? The part here is the prize name, this is going to be an image, this is the raffle name, this is going to be the ticket, winning ticket, and in this case there is no winning ticket, this is only the prize, but it doesn't show anything. I'm going to show you how to make some changes in here, right? So, and the one highlighted with the box shadow, right, they are the winning tickets, right, prizes, and the rest as this one is not a winner, right, as I was saying, as 11 doesn't belong to this raffle, so this is not a winning one, right? This is only a prize as this one and this one. So if you make the mistake of putting a number that doesn't belong to the raffle, it's your own mistake, right? I'm gonna go back to here, right? So in here, what can I actually do, right? Another thing is, if I'm gonna edit this part here and I'm gonna add some extra info, which is gonna be displayed. Thank you for playing with us. And put that extra text in there. That's gonna be displayed as well in here. Oh, okay, it shouldn't be there, it should be underneath. Well, I'm gonna push it underneath, but this is how it's gonna be displayed. Oh, let me see, can I actually fix it right away right now? I might or I might not be able to. Let's see. No. And the reason is anyway, the idea is gonna be displayed underneath. Okay. I'm trying to figure out now. No. Right, you get my point, right? If it's not gonna be there as well, I mean, this is not great for the demo, but anyway, you get my point. It's gonna be after this Toronto, which is the city. I wonder why. Yeah, I'm not quite sure right now why it's not displaying there. Okay, but anyway, you get my point. This is gonna be after the city. Okay, but the card is gonna be staying the same. Right, so I'm gonna edit that one and I'm gonna delete it here. What I'm trying to say is that extra info is gonna be displayed. Right. I'm not gonna go through and do another video just because that one wasn't there. But I'll be fixing it. Right. So that's gonna be like it, right? The winners is gonna be displayed with this crown. The price is gonna be displayed like this, right? So if you ever gonna have a price, ideally would be to have no ticket number. So it's gonna be only a price. All right. So now let's get through some shortcodes. I put a list of shortcodes in here. So if you click on I, so if you use shortcode as I have it in this page, it's gonna display all the winners and the prizes. If we go on the next one and add this bit here, I'm gonna copy everything. So if I have type equal winner, it's going to display all the winners, only the winners. Let's go here and let's see. Now it's gonna display only the winners. Okay, whatever the winners we have is gonna be displayed. If I go back to here and I get a prize, it's gonna display only the prize. Go back it, only the prizes. Yeah, so I have 3 prizes. We have the no winners, right? Now if I'm gonna have in here and I'm gonna remove this part here, it's gonna display winners and prizes because it's empty. It doesn't say anything, right? It doesn't specify which part or which one is gonna be displayed, right? And what else we have here? And then we have we can actually select we can actually get and buy the raffle ID. So if I'm gonna get this part here with the shortcode and I'm gonna paste it in here, I'm gonna say only on the default raffle. That's gonna be displaying on the default raffle, right? So it's gonna be one main raffle, main raffle, main raffle. And how do I get? You wonder why? How do I get the IDs, right? The raffle IDs are as follows. The default raffle is gonna have the ID of 0 always. Yeah, ID 0. If I go raffles and I want to display only for some specific raffles, I get the ID from here, 3, 2, and whatever, you know. If I want to display only for 0 and 1, right? I want to display the raffles with IDs of 0 and 1 and then save it. Go back here and refresh it. I don't think I have anything on 1, do I? One raffle, no, oh no, we don't have 1, sorry, 2. Let's go 2, 0 and 2. Yeah, we don't have 1. And I was gonna display these 2 as well. Main prize, win a house, win a house. Yeah, so you get my point. So you can do based on IDs or based on a specific raffle, actually. Yeah. Right, so if I go and we have more, we raffle ID and then type winner for it. And then we have another one, which is you can actually display whatever you want in the prizes. So not one text, that's going to be displayed in the ticket, which is not one. So this part here, not one or not one. Okay, so this is kind of summarizes everything that we have here in the admin section. Okay, so you have name of the prize, and you have the image, and then you have win a house, name of the raffle, and then you have the ticket, the winning ticket, and then first name. Something is going on there. I can select it. So we have first name, first capital of the last name, and then the city, and then we have the extra. Okay, and that's how it's going to be displayed within cards. All right. So now if you say, you know what, I want to do some customization based on the templates. I want to have access to this part here. So the way where you're going to have that is going to be in here. It's going to be under the templates, winner and prizes. Okay. So in here you're going to have a few parameters or arguments that's going to be passed in here. So if you want to make changes to this template, you have to go under your child theme. Yeah, always have a child theme, and then you create a folder called Woocommerce, and then in there another folder called includes, and then another folder called templates, and in that folder you copy this template and place it in there, same as winners underscore prizes, because next time when I'm going to make a new release, that's going to overwrite this part here, and you don't want it. So you want to have it in this path. All right. So in here, if you want to make some changes, I don't know, for the first name or last name, or you don't want to display, let's say you don't want to display this part here, you don't want to display the raffle name. I'm gonna comment this thing out. So you don't want to display the raffle name. Right, the raffle name is not going to be displayed anymore. If you don't want to display the extra info, and you don't want to display, I don't know, the city, no, the city. What else we don't want? Anyway, we don't want that, but instead we want to display. Should know that's the sensitive address and everything else. No. Anyway, if you want to display anything, or you want to add other stuff in here, you can do it. From what I remember, you have a few objects. I'm gonna put them in here. What parameters are added? So I think it's gonna be like type, and then we have raffles data, which is all the raffles in array as objects. I think it's as an array. And then winners data, which is this one here, and then the winner type, what is it, and then winner raffle ID. So there are a few things that's going to be passed in here. The main ones are the winners data and raffles data. If you want to display them on the page, you could do something like echo, or no, error log. This is what I normally do, print r, and then I'm gonna say winners data, and then true, and that's gonna be displayed very nicely in the error log, the data that it's held in the winners data, right? If you want to do any CSS part here, you can do it. If you want to change this, this is a grid. Initially I put a 4, displayed as 4 cards, but you can change that, and then in here you can say, if you change it to 250, this part here as well, 250 should display 4, I think. So yeah, but it's way smaller and doesn't really look that nice. Well, it's up to you. It's up to everyone how they want to display it. But I'm giving you some options on how to make some changes in here. I'm gonna put a gap 5. I'm trying to make it nicer, but to me it doesn't look that nice right now. So you get my point. You can actually do a lot of things in here if you know some CSS and HTML and some PHP. As I said, make sure you have the template in the right directory. Otherwise, whenever I'm going to make a new update, it's going to override it. Yeah, this is pretty much it on this part. The template is pretty useful. You can do a lot of things in here. You can like lots of customization, any CSS that you want. To be frank, this doesn't look really amazing. I'm not a designer or anything like that, but you can use your own imagination and do something nicer with these cards. You can make them look way better than it is right now. The data is there. It's up to you to design it the way you like. That's my view. You have the template, so the sky is the limit on how you want to design it. Yeah, this is pretty much it. If you want to tell me something, or you want some suggestions, you have some suggestions, drop me an email at developer@shortcode.com. Yeah, soon probably gonna have like send email and templates for sending an email to the winners, but for the time being we have only this part, which has been requested by a few of you. Yeah, thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye.